After a couple, let's be honest, sad starts in front of Stuart Skinner, the Edmonton Oilers switched it up for Game 5 against the Florida Panthers, putting Calvin Pickard in net. Did things go any better? Well, no. That is, unless you're Brad Marchand, who seems to have siphoned the energy from fellow Haligonian Sidney Crosby. But man, this is the exact same thing I said after Game 3. The Edmonton Oilers started hot. They looked super great for the first 10 minutes or so. They had breakaways. McDavid had a 2-on-1 he almost potted home. But for a second year in a row, Bobrovsky and his $10 million contract are side-eyeing those who questioned paying a goalie that much, as he had some key saves and gave the Panthers time to do their thing. And 10 minutes in, off a center ice face-off, Marchand picks the puck, cuts in on Ekholm, and beats Pickard for the 1-0 goal. That was bad. My philosophy, however, is always, listen, you got to score 1 to win anyway, being down 1-0, not the end of the world. But with 2 minutes left off a giveaway and a rough line change, Bennett finds Tkachuk, who shoots it. Bennett picks up the deflection. He pots it home for his 15th of the playoffs. Then, of course, the Edmonton Oilers would end the period in the most frustrating way possible, picking up another penalty right after going down 2-0. I thought Florida completely shut them out in the second. Edmonton had 2 chances on the power play and did nothing. And then, again, to end the period, Leon Draisaitl with a high-sticking penalty. The Oilers were only called for 2 this game, but they have been so undisciplined in the finals. And it's not just iffy calls. It's obvious trips or high-sticking calls. You could argue that the refs are missing some on the Panthers if you want, but Edmonton is not doing themselves any favors. Anyway, remember that first goal where Brad Marchand looked like prime Rick Nash? Well, you'll like this one. The play starts off in Florida's zone. Simple D-to-D pass. Bouchard and Wallman, it just does not connect. Marchand tips it loose, then picks the pass, drives, cuts inside, then on the backhand, 3-0, heartbreaking. However, McDavid would get one back. This is his first goal of the finals, but just when it looked like things might get interesting, Sam Reinhart answered immediately. I gotta give credit to the Edmonton crowd. Even after this one, they managed to stay in it, but all the life was gone. This is probably the one you most want Pickard to have. Perry would score one late in the game, and Edmonton would push hard, but Luostarinen would get an empty netter, and the Panthers take this one 5-2. They said during the intermission, the Panthers are so hard to play when they're up. But I mean, just generally in this game, outside of that first 10 minutes, once they got in their groove, they absolutely smothered Edmonton. But what a game. Florida has been the better team this series. I've said it. There have been 3 toss-up games. Edmonton has won 2 of them. Florida has won 2 cleanly. A big part of it is Bobrovsky, the excellent play of Reinhart and Barkov, and the fact that Brad Marchand may be, at 37 years old, one of the best deadline acquisitions ever. I'm cheering for Edmonton, but at least if Florida wins, we will have a parade here in Halifax. So who starts in net Game 6? I think they probably go back to Skinner. My thoughts, yours down below.